journey begins, we find ourselves at the entrance of a small, secluded village, nestled deep within the serene Swiss landscape. Around us, scattered homes with traditional wooden architecture stand resilient against the test of time. Their roofs, still dusted with the remnants of a past snowfall, contrast beautifully with the warm, golden glow of the early morning sun. The air is crisp, carrying the faint scent of pine and fresh earth. We push forward, the village slowly receding behind us. The road is narrow, winding through the heart of this rustic settlement. Houses are sparse, standing alone or in clusters of 2 or 3, as if whispering stories of generations who have called this place home. Smoke rises lazily from chimneys, curling into the sky, a sign of warmth amidst the cold embrace of the mountains. Gradually, the village gives way to an open expanse. The hills stretch before us, rolling waves of emerald and sapphire, the latter a reflection of the morning sky. A distant roar grows louder, and then there it is. A magnificent waterfall, tumbling down the rocky cliffs with raw power, the mist rising, catching the sunlight, creating fleeting rainbows in its dance. The sound is thunderous, yet calming, a symphony of nature in its purest form. Beyond the waterfall, we continue. The houses become even sparser, the road meandering gently between towering trees, their branches swaying in the cold breeze. And then another shift. We enter a new town, Wanderlust. The architecture changes, modern structures rising alongside traditional homes. The streets are wider, life more bustling. People move about, wrapped in thick coats, their breaths visible in the cool air. A marketplace comes into view, the hum of conversations, the scent of fresh bread, roasted coffee, and something sweet, perhaps chocolate, filling the air. As quickly as it arrived, the town fades behind us. The road stretches ahead, flanked on both sides by vast, untouched fields blanketed in snow. The mountains loom closer now, their peaks sharp, their surfaces shimmering under the pale winter sun. The beauty is overwhelming, a silent testament to the grandeur of nature. And then, as if nature itself has decided to shift the narrative, the sun rises higher, its warmth penetrating the icy grip of winter. The snow begins to recede, patches of green breaking through. First, a mere whisper, then an undeniable presence, grass, life returning in the wake of a passing season. We move forward, entering another village, this time Schulich. The architecture here is a blend of the past and the present, traditional chalets standing side by side with modern dwellings. The streets are quiet, yet there's a palpable sense of warmth, of community. A lone church bell chimes in the distance, its sound rich, full of history. The road here is smoother, leading us deeper into the landscape, where the valley opens up, revealing Flumserberg, a region known for its breathtaking alpine views. Here, the world expands, the mountains are closer, more imposing, their jagged edges cutting into the sky. The air feels different, thinner, yet invigorating. Ski lifts dot the horizon, carrying eager adventurers toward the snow-covered peaks. The contrast between the untouched wilderness and human ingenuity is stark, yet harmonious. Past the slopes, the road descends, winding through yet another town, Flums, a place of quiet charm, where tradition remains intact. Small cafes line the streets, their wooden facades adorned with delicate carvings. Locals sit by windows, sipping steaming cups of coffee, watching the world move past. This is the heart of Switzerland, where time seems to slow, where every moment is savored. And then we reach the final stretch. The scenery changes once more. The road stretches ahead, weaving through the breathtaking valleys of Switzerland. The crisp mountain air fills the surroundings, carrying a faint scent of pine and fresh earth. Snow-capped peaks rise in the distance, their majestic silhouettes contrasting against the brilliant blue sky. The vehicle glides smoothly along the well-maintained roads, leaving behind the quaint village with its ancient stone cottages and rustic wooden barns. As we continue, the landscape shifts, the open countryside gives way to a more structured, modern residential area. Houses here are built with a blend of traditional Swiss architecture and contemporary design, with large glass windows reflecting the sunlight. Some homes have small, well-kept gardens, while others feature balconies overlooking the scenic vistas. The air is still interrupted only by the distant sound of a church bell echoing through the valley. Moving forward, the road narrows slightly as we approach a breathtaking mountain pass. To the right, a towering cliffside stands tall, adorned with patches of evergreen trees clinging to the rocky surface. To the left, an expansive valley unfolds, blanketed in pristine white snow. The descent of the sun casts a golden hue upon the peaks, creating a mesmerizing contrast between the icy blues and warm amber tones. Further ahead, the icy scenery begins to shift. The road dips into a stretch where the warmth of the sun has begun to melt the snow, revealing patches of vibrant green grass beneath. A gentle stream meanders through the valley, its crystal clear waters reflecting the changing sky. Cows and sheep graze peacefully in the fields, their presence adding a touch of life to the serene landscape. Approaching Berches, the first of several charming villages on our route, we enter a settlement where history whispers from every stone. A centuries-old church with a towering spire dominates the skyline, its bells ringing softly to mark the hour. The village square is quaint, lined with a handful of small shops and cafes. Locals move about leisurely, some carrying baskets of fresh produce from a nearby market. The cobblestone streets are narrow, winding through rows of traditional Swiss homes with their steeply pitched roofs and flower-adorned balconies. Exiting Berches, the road takes us towards Wallenstadt, a larger town nestled at the edge of a magnificent lake. The site of Wallensee, one of Switzerland's deepest and most picturesque lakes, is nothing short of breathtaking. Its surface shimmers under the afternoon light, mirroring the towering cliffs that encircle it. Boats bob gently near the shore, their reflections dancing upon the water. The town itself is lively, with people enjoying lakeside strolls, some stopping to feed the swans that glide gracefully across the water. Beyond Wallenstadt, the elevation begins to rise as we ascend towards Flumserberg. This alpine region is famous for its ski resorts and panoramic viewpoints. Even outside of winter, it remains a destination for hikers and nature lovers. The road curves around the mountainside, offering glimpses of deep valleys below. Wooden chalets are scattered along the slopes, their rooftops dusted with the remnants of the season's last snowfall. Descending from the heights of Flumserberg, we enter Flums, another idyllic town where time seems to slow. Unlike the bustling energy of Wallenstadt, Flums exudes a more peaceful, pastoral charm. Rolling hills extend beyond the town, dotted with traditional Swiss farms. A waterfall cascades down a rugged cliff in the distance, its roaring waters carving a path through the rocky landscape. Continuing the journey, we pass through Churluck, a small settlement where the mountains close in, creating an intimate and secluded atmosphere. The towering peaks loom overhead, their slopes still adorned with patches of snow. The air here is cooler, carrying the crisp scent of alpine forests. The road winds through dense woodlands, where tall pine trees form a natural tunnel, their branches arching overhead. Occasional breaks in the tree line reveal stunning vistas of the valleys below, where villages appear as tiny spakes against the vast expanse of nature. The next leg of our journey leads us out of the highlands and back into an open plain. The transition is dramatic. The towering cliffs give way to rolling meadows bathed in golden sunlight. Here, nature thrives in its fullest expression. Wildflowers bloom along the roadside, their vibrant colors swaying in the gentle breeze. Birds circle overhead, their calls echoing through the valley. As we near the end of this unforgettable expedition, we find ourselves entering the final town on our route. The settlement is lively yet retains a sense of calm, with families enjoying their evening walks and children playing in the town square. The architecture is a mix of old and new, blending historical Swiss charm with modern functionality. A river runs alongside the town, its waters reflecting the warm hues of the setting sun.